On another level, a level you can't pass. I'm on some other shit, who knows how long it'll last. My heart is beating out, this shit just creeps so fast. I'm on another level, a level you can't pass. I'm on another level, I'm on another level, I'm on another level. I'm on another level, I'm on another level, I'm on another level.
Welcome to the inaugural episode of the Bird Dog Football Recap Show with Ioe Torrent, where we look back on the last week or two of games with the Dallas Bird Dogs and talk about the pros and cons, the player highlights, and other fun tidbits from each week. So let's kick things right off and get straight to it to week one when the Dallas Bird Dogs took on the Kansas City Coyotes and went into an absolute slobber knocker with the Coyotes coming out on top 28-22. Bird Dogs would strike first with a Ricky Stanzi rookie pass to wide receiver rookie Cliff Burton for a 13-yard passing touchdown. It wouldn't take long for the Coyotes to strike back with a bomb. Troy Abbott, 46-yard pass from quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo Jr., with the Bird Dogs finishing out the first quarter with the 17-yard pass from Ricky Stanzi to Jimmy Nardello, another rookie. Going into the second quarter, we would have all Kansas City with a 41-yard field goal by Izuku Campbell and then a 3-yard run from running back, not going to try that name, Ladorder Zombre, to end the first half. This game would eventually go into overtime after the fourth quarter with the score of 22-22, but with less than a minute left to go in the game in overtime, we have Kansas City running back Cuddles with a 1-yard touchdown run, who ended the game with 20 attempts, 49 yards, and La Sombre at 21 attempts, 88 yards. Over on the Dallas side, even with the loss, the rookie quarterback went 19 for 34 with 255 yards and 3 passing touchdowns, and Jimmy Nardello had 16 rushing attempts and 53 yards, whereas Eric Gear went 12 attempts, 65 yards. Moving into week 2, we have a preseason rematch with the Dallas Bird Dogs taking on the Portland Pythons, and in the first quarter, the Bird Dogs strike first with a field goal by J.J. Jameson Jr., 46 yards to start the game off 3-0, but Portland would strike back with 2 back-to-back field goals by Toy Robot, one of 38 yards and then 24 yards. And then in the second quarter, it's again Portland with a 3-yard pass from Panda Mikhail to Tay Swizzle, who's a rookie, with the Dallas trying to come back with a Cliff Burton 1-yard pass from Ricky Stanzi. In the third quarter, Portland strikes back again with Noah John's 70-yard run, and in the fourth quarter, still trying to make a little bit of a comeback with 1:55 left to go. Joy Martson, 1-yard pass from Ricky Stanzi, but it wouldn't be enough as the Dallas Bird Dogs fall 17-20 to start the season 0-2. Fast forward to week 3, we have a rematch again with the Kansas City Coyotes, where Dallas takes the second game of a score 37-27. Quite the comeback. Some top stat performers. We have quarterback Stanzi, who went 22 for 38, 298 yards, 4 touchdowns, only one interception with a 107 quarterback rating. Running back Eric Gear went 20 attempts for 111 yards, no touchdowns. Nardello, 12 attempts, 29 yards. Over on the receiving side, we have Marston, who went 5 receptions, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. And we have another rookie performer, wide receiver Cliff Burton, who went off this game with 5 receptions for 137 yards, 2 touchdowns with an 85-yard getting thrown in there. Some of our top performers on defense this game, we have linebacker Watterson, who had 9 tackles, rookie Aquake Kien, who had 8 tackles himself. That is a linebacking crew that is wrecking over there for Dallas. Ioe Torrent, he, another rookie and number 2 overall pick in the draft, had his best game of the year, 5 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. And as the Dallas Bird Dogs get on track, now 1-2 on the season. Week 4, now we're all caught up. We have the Dallas Bird Dogs at Norfolk against the Seawolves, and they take another victory. Back-to-back wins going with a victory of 36-21. Some more big standout performers. We have rookie quarterback Stanzi, only 137 yards, 1 interception. Not the greatest performance, so they had to lean on that stout running game with Eric Gayer, who had 25 attempts, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Jimmy Nardello, rookie backup running back, who went off this game, 20 attempts, 156 yards, 1 touchdown. We also need to make a big notice to the MVP of the game, the Dallas kicker, J. Jamison Jr., rookie, who had 5 field goals, 4 of which were beyond 30 yards and 1 beyond 50. Over on the receiving, Gear, contributing big time in that passing game, had 3 receptions for 44 yards with a 38-yarder there thrown in there. And Martson had 3 receptions, 28 yards. And with the top performer of the day on the receiving corps, we had a 1 reception, 43-yard big-time catch by Bot Commissar Rex. Over on the defensive side, we are led by the Dallas cornerback Dash Smith, who had 6 tackles. Watterson, 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack in this game. And then we have a couple of pretty big performances by Darius Severance, who had a 4-tackle game, and rookie Hex Aquakekian, who had a 4-tackle game. To make also note, myself here, Ioe Torrent, first-round pick, had his first sack of his career in this game. So, leading the way, the offense puts on a performance. Defense looks stout with that 36-21. So, taking a quick look at the standings after 4 weeks of DSL football. Over in the north, we have the Minnesota Grey Ducks, top of the leaderboard, 3-1. Kansas City Coyotes also 3-1, and the London Royals 3-1. We have a pretty tough situation going on over that North Division with the Portland Pythons still at 500, but finding themselves last in the division by 1 game back at 2-2. Over in the South, we have the Dallas Bird Dogs, top of the division, 2-2, with the Tijuana Luchadors not far behind at 2-2, and then the Norfolk Seawolves 1-3, and the Bondi Beach Buccaneers still looking for that first win of the year. All right, well, that'll do it for this week's episode of the Bird Dog Football Recap Show with Ioe Torrent. Join us next time as we break down some future games. Just looking ahead at the schedule, we have some interdivisional games against Tijuana Week 5, with some tough matchups against London, Minnesota at 6 and 7, back-to-back games at Week 7, Week 8 with Minnesota, and as we move forward into the season. So thanks for joining us. This has been Ioe Torrent. We'll see you next time, and go Bird Dog.